Oh, halapu. Halapu. Oh no, halapu.
Halapu.
Yeah, to halapu, huh? Good afternoon. You remember? Yeah. And I hope everyone else, I didn't send a reminder out, but did you receive the email that has the chapter 1? I sent the chapter 1 for the textbook. I sent an email to your LSU, I mean, UNO.edu.
Mic check,
Um,
mic check. Am I hearable?
Yes, I can hear you, Ryan. Good. Yes.
when
So
did you send it?
I just sent it a little while ago.
Okay, maybe I just haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah, you didn't, or maybe you didn't, yeah. So, but it has some suggestions about what to do. So Ryan, I know we've talked about, you want to just, at the beginning, we introduce ourselves and then you go ahead and start to explain about the different features. Would you like to do that? In the
Yeah.
beginning? And
How
then
many? How many are we supposed to have today?
9, but
9?
may not be all 9, right. I realize that we may not have all 9 people. And I know that, we start out simple today, and then next week I sent in an email, an attachment to the chapter 1. But of course, we won't do all of chapter 1 in one class. It's going to be broken down. So we have that.
You sent that to me too, or?
I didn't send it to you. Oh, I should have sent it to you. I didn't. I was
Okay.
sending it to BC to everyone else.
Yeah,
But I can.
okay. Well, I got
Yeah.
my textbook right here just in case.
Yeah, and but not this time. It'll be for next week.
Yeah.
And then I also include the tunica.webonary.org.
Mm-hmm.
And the is it
If they're
LCP, huh?
I was about to say, if they're an Android user too, we have the app, the dictionary app.
Yeah, and you can always chime in because you may know, I would expect that. I would appreciate that if you would help me like that. I also told them to visit LCRP YouTube to practice language and songs. I put that in the body of the email for next week. But I'm hoping that more people. I knew Lydia would be here, be on time.
I always show up early.
Yeah, and then you know what? You can also be in this. You can help because you'll be able to write some things in the chat that you'll remember to help us. Yeah, because I'm gonna. If I say Lydia Etisa chat kichu hinake. That means write Lydia Etisa in the chat box. Okay.
Okay.
If I say something, of course, I may this time if necessary. That's after Ryan explains all the little cute tricks and tips and features that we're going to use. So it'll be a simple lesson, but then we're also going to have at the end Aiwo Kanakluchi Yoroni Kichu ni Winkwana. Like, what do you want to say in Tunica? What do you want to learn? So I'll probably have someone. Ryan will probably be writing. What they list in the.
And I thought I saw somewhere where you said adopt a word. Where was it?
Yes, they're going to do that for next week.
Gotcha.
Webonary.org.
Yeah, check it out and they can find a word and adopt it.
Right. And like we did similar. And even if, I don't know if they'd be able to, they wanted to put it on Tunica Language Forum, and we did the little dry erase board and wrote the word. We did the little, we had the photos. We did that at different events. But today is going to be at the end. We have time. What do you want to say in Tunica too, besides that adopt a word? Oh, Molly. Oh, that's Molly. Molly's here. Molly Pousson. Okay, sure. She's a new registrant too. Molly Hichi. Pousson.
Hi.
Okay. Molly Hichi. Oh. Okay. And of course, the class will be recorded. If you choose not to, be recorded, you can keep your camera off. It's okay. Somali Hichi. Add you to the list. And Molly, no one else is here right now. So could you, your email, could you,
I'll record now.
Okay. And then you have the reactions button. I mean, if you use Facebook Messenger and all that, you know what your reactions are. Uh, to your left-hand side at the corner, you have your mute button, which is what you'll use to mute yourself, and your start and stop video. Same thing except with your webcam. Some of our etiquette, as Ms. Donna already asked, is, we ask you keep your mic muted. If you have any questions, please use the chat box. Uh, if you don't want to be included in the playback videos for people, like if they want to go back and watch some of the lessons, we recommend you turn your camera off. Otherwise, everybody's going to be seeing your face. Mine's not showing again because I don't know what's up with my webcam right now, and I think that covered. Now, does anybody have any questions about Zoom? Anybody never used Zoom? All right. Ms. Donna, you're muted.
Wilipinin, that means questions. Huh? Huh? Uh-huh. Huh? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yes. Huh? Uh-huh. And of course, Lydia and Molly are our veteran language learners, so they can help us along the way sometimes.
I'm a little rusty. It's been a while.
That's okay. Okay. But I'm glad that who came to class today. This is the last class of the evening, so the very last one for the week. But look forward to next week. I shared some things with you in the email that I sent. I'm gonna make sure that everyone received it. I'm gonna go back on my email and you can let me know as well that you received it. Today we're going to, each one, Ryan and I identified ourselves. And so we're going to ask you to identify yourselves. Perhaps, Ryan, we can go ahead and, would you mind to type on the, see, they can't type on the whiteboard, but yes, that would be great. The questions, Panaka Hitisa, what's your name? And that's addressing a female. What is your name? Kanak Hitisa. Because Tunica is a gender specific language. And then Kanak Witisa, what is your name? Male. Or yes, masculine, addressing someone who is masculine. So, and we need a question mark, the Pini, Hina, Pini. What is your name? What is your name? Question mark, no? Okay.
One thing I'd like to add in, Miss Donna, as they can see, is in Tunica, we have a sexual difference. There's a way you go about talking to men and there's a way you go about talking with women. And we'll go into that more with the first lesson next week, but just giving you guys a quick heads up.
Yes. So I'm going to ask Ryan. So Ryan and I are going to model this first. As if I don't know his name. Kanak Witisa.
Ima, I forgot my name. Ima Ryan Atisa. Hey, Mott.
And Ima Dana Itisa. You can also ask me the question, Kanak.
Yep. Canuck, hey Tisa.
Ima Dana Itisa. And I said I, that's, first person, subject pronoun I. But you can just simply say your name and Itisa. So Ryan, could you put the, call that, yes, Ima, yeah, I, me, and then Ima blank Itisa, up, Itisa. Yeah, that's just like writing on the chalkboard, my day.
Sure.
Time writing on the chalkboard, we would sometimes name, my name, Ima blank Itisa. So let's see, Lydia, Kanak Hitisa.
Ima Lydia Etisa.
Lapu. Lapu. Okay. Let's see. Damon? Lapu? Is it right? Lapuna? Damon? Kanak Witisa.
Ima Estisa Damon.
Okay. You say Ima and then Ima, Damon, Itisa. Ima,
Ima Damon
Damon,
Itisa.
Itisa. Itisa.
Oh,
You put your name, in between the Ima and the Itisa. Okay. Ima, like Itisa. And Raquel, Canuck Hitisa.
there we go.
Ima Raquel Hitisa.
Okay, you're gonna say Etisa. Do you see the sentence there? Etisa, that we ask the question, what is your name? And you answer, my name is, or I call myself like that, Ima blank Etisa. That's why we're starting out, but this isn't, like your teachers would tell you, it's not the first nor the last time. You will see and we'll learn. We'll all learn in time. So that's why we're going slow today. Ima, okay.
Ima Raquel Hitisa.
Lapu. Molly. But of course, I said your name. That's how we do in the classroom sometimes. Canuck Hetisa.
Ima Mali Etisa.
Home. Okay. Now, Lydia asks Ryan, what is your name?
You're muted, Lydia.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
Kanaku Wetisa.
Ima Eshkuni Elate Atisa Sahu. Or
Okay.
Ima Ryan Atisa.
Yeah. He's giving you Dark Raven. That is his Tunica name.
Storm Raven.
Other name. Dark Raven.
Storm.
Storm Raven, that's right. I was looking the other day, I saw Dark Raven. I was thinking about that too. Okay. Okay, Raquel asks Lydia, what is your name?
Kanaku Hitisa.
Ima Lydia Etisa.
Okay. Damon asks Molly, what is your name?
Mali Kanaku Hitisa.
Ima Mali Etisa.
Lapu. Molly, ask Ryan, what is your name?
Kanat Wetisa.
Ima Ryan Atisa.
Lapu. Now, let's see. What I want to do is I'm going to tell you to write your, say, if I tell you to write something, I'm going to say, write it in the chat. And what this is a total physical response. So we have the chat where we can see, and I tell them to write, Ryan, they can write in the chat and it's visible to us as well.
Yes, hold on. There we go. Yep, I can see chat now.
Yes, okay. I don't know, I don't see it on mine for some reason. Or do I have to?
You got to scroll up to the top and click the 3 dots for more, and it's going to be, or just hit Alt H.
Oh, here it is, Hichi.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to give you the command. Ryan Itisa, chat Kichu, Hinike. Ryan Itisa, chat Kichu, Hinike.
Huh?
I'm telling you to write Ryan Itisa in the chat box or in the chat. Home, Lapu. Lydia Itisa, chat Kichu, Hinake. Lydia Itisa, chat Kichu, Hinake. Home.
I'm a slow typer, so
Oh,
I'm a
okay.
slow typer.
Raquel Itisa, Chatkichu, Hinake. Lapu. Deman Itisa, Chatkichu, Hinike. Lapu. Male. She may have a little problem. I see that. Okay. Sarah. Male. Male Itisa, Chatkichu, Hinake. Lapu. Hotu? Hotu?
On
Elizabeth.
Hotu. Oh, yeah.
Elizabeth. Okay. Elizabeth. Elizabeth Itisa, Chatkichu, Hinake. She can hear me. Oh, she's going away to the, okay.
No, she put it.
Lapu. Okay. And Ryan, Hotu, huh? Hotu? Hotuti?
Hotu. Oh, Miss Donna.
Hotuti? Huh?
Donna Etisa. Chat
Okay.
Kichu Hiniki.
Okay. Okay, it's peachy. It's there. What do I do?
Hit
Is that
enter.
something? Huh?
Hit enter to put
Yes,
it
of
in.
course. Oh, shut up. Okay. Okay. Hotu, hotutin. Is that all? Everyone finished there? Okay, now
Oh.
I'm going to ask you the question. You're going to answer, and Ryan's going to put on there. You're going to answer. These are home, aha questions. Yes, no questions. So Ryan's typing home, which is yes, home, and it's nasal, and aha, no. Home, aha. I will ask you if your name is, and it could be something else, it could be another name. If it's not correct, you say aha. If it is correct, you say home. Okay, let's see. And it's going to sound funny because I'm going to say your name and then I'm going to ask you because we're not, you know, where I'm like this. Okay. Lydia. Aimé Hetisan? I mean, Hetisan? Aimé Hetisan?
Aha. Aha.
Uh-huh. Raquel. Lydia? Hetisan?
Aha.
Uh-huh. Deman. Deman? Wetisan?
On.
Lapu. Elizabeth. Lelani Hetisan?
Atika.
Lelani Hetisan?
Uh-huh.
Mhm. So maybe you heard it, maybe not. We add an N when I ask that question, that yes, no question. So Ryan's going to put it. Ryan's going to put the interrogative in, it's called. Interrogative, like an interrogative statement, you know, a question. Ryan Itisan, and the answer is either going to be home or aha. We're going to have many more questions like that in Tunica. So, and okay. Lydia. Hik minu. Kanak hitisa. Kanak hitisa. Hik minu. Kanak hitisa.
Aha.
No. I'm just asking, what is your cat's name? Because I want to pick another
Oh,
name.
Poppy.
Kanak hitisa. Huh?
Poppy.
Poppy?
P-P-Y. Poppy.
Poppy. Okay.
And the flower.
Oh yeah, the poppy flower, huh? Okay. Minu, midnight. No, that's going to be a different thing because I'm asking her, I'd ask her, what is your name? Is your name Midnight? I would ask her. So we didn't go to third person yet. But you know, Ryan, I think we could add the third person. I think we could do Titisa and Otisa. I think this group is quite, yeah. Okay. What's your name, Kat? Yeah, because I'm asking what's your name, Kat. So we can add his name, her name, or her name, his name. So, Kanaka, Tetisa, and what is her name, which is feminine, of course, and then Kanak, Otisa, what is his name? Otisa, okay. Otisa. Otisa is just, I know in typing it's like just writing on the chalkboard, of course. What is his name? Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I type fast, so I'm the opposite of Lydia, and I have a lot of typos.
Yes. Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna ask you about maybe, say your father, what's his name, okay? If I say, hey, see, I can use something, I can use something else. Or how about we write the names there? How about we write everyone's name like, okay, AC, we'll use father. Yeah, we use a father, that's fine, Ryan, AC. Okay, father, okay. Lydia, AC, Hesi, your father, Hesi, Kanak Otisa.
John
John Otisa.
John Otisa.
Raquel, Hesi, Kanak Otisa.
John Hetisa.
John, your father's also John, huh? And you, Lydia, y'all look like twins. You look like twins.
Hon.
Nuk, like alike, nuk, similar. Okay. Demon. Wesi, Kanak Otisa. Demon. Wesi, Kanak Otisa.
Demonetisa. We have the same first name.
Damon. I should say Damon. Okay, Damon. I want to say Damon. Damon, something like that. I'm sorry. Sarah. Okay. Maybe we'll do, let's see. Okay, Elizabeth. Hesi, Kanaka Otisa.
Oh gosh. Okay. Asik Michael Otisa.
Oh, Michael Otisa. Lydia. Higachi. We can add Higachi, we gotchi, Ryan. Gotchi, for mother. We'll use mother. So I'm doing a little bit more than what I thought because I think this group is bright, very bright here. And I think they can catch on, not to overwhelm you. Gotchi, Igachi, my mother, and then Higachi. And we got you. Yeah.
It's HI, correct?
HI.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I went off, I'm teaching a little bit more than what we have there. And I also went on, we have time. Ink shutting, we have time. We got you. Okay. We got you, your mother. And a male to say that, your mother. Okay. Now, Lydia. Higachi, Kanak Titisa.
Aimee Hetisa. Is that correct? Hetisa?
Her name, yeah. Kanak Titisa.
Hetisa. Tetisa.
Hatika? Hatika?
Aimee Tetisa.
Lapu. Elizabeth. Higachi, Kanak Titisa. Elizabeth, can you hear me?
She might have stepped away for a second.
Oh, sorry. Okay, then Raquel, Higachi, Kanaka Titisa. Is the name Titisa?
Eloisa Hesse.
Okay, Eloise. Hetisa. See, Hetisa, what's her name?
Eloisa Hetisa.
Luisa? Hetisa, Lapu. Okay, Damon. See, I can't remember Damon. Okay.
Yeah.
Damon. Wigachi. Kanak Titisa.
Carmen Hitisa.
Carmen Titisa. Because I spoke with Carmen. Okay, Carmen Titisa. Let's see, Ryan. Wigachi. Kanak Titisa.
Sharon Chi Tatista.
Lapu. Lapu. Okay. Let's see.
Right quick, Miss Donna, can I go into something?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
As you can see, we're using like igachi, higachi, wegachi. When it comes to family, and we'll learn that later, family is an inalienable object, which means it can't be separated, so it has to be claimed. So you just can't use like esi or gachi by themselves. You would have to have some kind of what's it called, Miss Donna?
As a prefix.
Prefix, yes. So as you can
A
see,
pronoun that is a prefix, a pronominal prefix.
yes.
Don't
So
worry about it because we're going to build on this.
yeah,
And then you're going to see chapter 1. This is to see if you can understand. And like I said, I think this group is moving right along. I think that
Oh, yeah.
you're getting it. I don't want to confuse you. Oh, Molly, ta-da! I forgot Molly.
Hello.
I just want to add on, like, we're using igachi for my mother, higachi your mother, female, wegachi your mother, male. That's just we'll go more into depth about that, and that's just showing you how speaking to a male or female or a mixed group differs. So continue, Miss Donna.
Yes, and then, there's a lot of things that make Tunica a distinct language you're going to find out. So Mali, Kanak, okay, Sara, Higachi, Kanak Titisa,
Naomi Tetisa.
Naomi Titisa, Lapu. Okay, now let's see. Okay, I think maybe this time, because I'm also considering what time.
It's 5:30.
Yes, because I want to be able to talk about what you want to say in Tunica and record that as well. Okay. So I'm going to go back. Hatika. Hatika means again, like a review or a repeat. So Hatika, we guess we can write that so they can see that word. Hatika. H-A.
Hatika.
I think you're thinking about the shiitake mushrooms, like Japanese mushrooms about the other day, Ryan.
Yeah,
Hatika.
my brain's burnt from my meeting earlier, so sorry about that.
Yeah. And not only that, do not be surprised that, because Leilani was showing me something about some creature in Japan, and it happened to be three words, looks like 3 words in Tunica that's put together. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's this tall lady. And I'm like, I know that Japanese and Tunica language, there are some sound groups that are very similar. It's very interesting. I don't know if there's any true correlation, but interesting. So, okay, Lydia. Hatika, I'm going to go over. Kanak Hitisa. Kanak Hitisa.
Ima Lydia Etisa.
Raquel. Kanak Hitisa.
Ima Raquel Itisa.
Damon. Kanak Witisa.
Ima Damon Itisa.
Molly. Kanak Hitisa.
Ima Mali Etisa.
Lapu. Elizabeth. No, she's not here. Okay, let's see. Now, Ryan. Kanak Witisa.
Ryan Atisa.
Okay, now, Lydia, ask Molly, what is your name?
Kanaku Hetisa.
Ima Mali Etisa.
Huh? And Molly can answer.
She did.
Ima
She just
Mali
did.
Etisa.
Ima Mali Itisa Lapu. Okay. Raquel asks Ryan, what is your name?
Kanaku Ryan Wetisa.
Ima
Okay.
Ryan Atisa.
Okay, yeah, Kanak Waitisa. You won't have to say his name. What is your name? And then he's going to answer. That's okay. Now, let's see. So, Damon ask Raquel, what is your name?
Kanaku Hetisa.
Oh,
Ima Raquel Itisa.
Lapu. Okay. Now, Lydia, I'd like you to ask someone a yes/no question. It can be their name or it could be another name, and they will answer home or aha. That's all you have to do for that type of question is answer yes or no, okay? So you can choose someone, but you might have to address them, you know, just for this purpose because of Zoom. You might have to address
Oh.
them.
Okay.
You can ask me if you want. You can ask me another name for
So so Dala, Molly Etisan, I think.
is your, you say is my name Molly? You're asking, I say, aha, aha. So she asks on her part, is her name, she says, is my name Molly? Like you can't remember your name. Say, aha. Okay, I say, aha. Okay, Ryan,
Home.
what's my name? Ryan. Maria Etisan? Maria Etisan?
Aha.
Even though my
Hema Donna.
middle name is, okay, Maria is my middle
Hema
name.
Donna Atisa. Or Hetisa.
Right, Hema, Dana Hitisa, Home, Lapu. Okay, let's see. So, Deman, if I ask you, I can ask you, let's see. George Whittison? The answer, home,
Aha.
George Whittison?
Aha.
Raquel, Teresa Hittison? And when we have aha questions, that's all you have to answer. See what we're using? And Ryan would probably like to elaborate on that. It's called the immersion method. First of all, we went over some vocabulary, and then we asked some questions. We modeled for you, and then we asked you to do what we did as instructors, and then we interacted with you, and then we let you interact between each other. Then the next step, I asked you to write something in the chat box. Later on, it might be circling something, you know, some total physical response. You'll respond in what we do, a command. And then we had the Wilipini, the yes/no questions. I'm going to put a question out there. What do we do? What do we add to indicate a question? What do we add at the end of the interrogative statement to indicate a question?
The N.
It's called an interrogative in. And I think that all of y'all are intelligent enough that I can use interrogative, as in your teachers may have said interrogative statement, or you've heard of interrogation where there's questioning. So you take that vocabulary, and I can tell you it's very useful, because when I took the graduate record exam, any vocabulary that I knew helped me to answer any kind of items on the test wiseness, you know. So when we talk about things in the language, whenever we learn more than one language, it helps us all for later on to achieve more, more. So Okay, now I'm going to tell Molly to do something. Molly. Molly itisa. Chat kichu hinake. Molly itisa. Chat kichu hinake. Lapu. Okay. Lydia. Lydia itisa. Chat kichu hinake. Hinake.
A plus I is I.
Mhm. Yes. Okay. And Raquel. Raquel itisa. Chat kichu hinake.
Oh, Lapu. Lapu.
Okay, I wanted to tell you this too, because the word hina, we have hinaki, that hinaki is an imperative, a command. It says write it, write. But actually, hina means to make one's mark.
Oh, yeah.
And being that my great grandfather was from Baton Rouge, which is near Cottonport, which is still of Oils Parish, at the courthouse in Marksville, he could not write. So he made his mark, and hina means to make one's mark. Many of our ancestors, they had great wisdom, but some may not have been able to write, or weren't literate necessarily. So in legal documents, they made mark. Hina means to make a mark or to write. We use it for the word to write. So Damon itisa chakichu heniki.
Oh, Lapu.
Oh, lapu. Okay, so this is just the beginning of showing you how that TPR works. We tell you to do something, and in this sense, to write. I'll be adding those, but not, not to confuse you or anything, but to keep it where you build. Language is like creative construction. We start and we build on that language, and we want you to come back. We want to encourage you. So now, let's see.
Well, can I chime in one right quick, Donna?
Yes.
I know it may look daunting or, a little intimidating, but learning any language can be intimidating. Tunica is by far like one of the funnest languages I probably learned, just because when you talk Tunica, you're pretty much talking like Yoda. So if that makes it easier for y'all to understand Tunica.
Yeah.
But okay, continue, Ms. Donna.
Okay, so that's okay. I mean, we like to relate it to how we learn, and I learned by association, but I grew up with French in the household and Spanish. Los Cubanos came first to my neighborhood. Then I had all the people from different parts of Central America and the Caribbean, the Caribbean and South America. So I was always surrounded by many languages, and some native language and some French. Well, French and some native language at home, even though I lived in New Orleans. It doesn't matter where you live, So, and that's a good thing about this. We can meet and you can live somewhere else far away, but you're here, Hichi, Marksville, Kichu, in Marksville with us. So, Lydia, Higachi, Canuck, Titisa. Higachi, Canuck, Titisa. Higachi, Canuck, Titisa. It's on. It's in the.
Itisa? Huh?
Higachi. Higachi.
Higachi.
Huh?
Oh, Higachi. Hey, Titisa.
Oh, Ime, Titisa. Raquel. Higachi. Kanaka, Titisa.
Amy Eloisa.
Luisa. Huh? Luisa, Titisa, huh? Because you can answer and I still understood what you meant. Yeah, Titisa, her name, huh? Damon. Damon. See, I don't know what I have to put, where to put the stress there. Damon. Oh, yeah, sorry. Damon. Canuck, sorry. Telemarketers. Sorry. We got you. Canuck Titisa. We got you, Damon. Canuck Titisa.
Carmen Hetisa.
Carmen Titisa, home. Okay. Molly. Higachi. Canuck Titisa.
Naomi Tetisa.
Oh, Naomi Titisa. Okay. Did I miss anyone? Lydia. Hesi. Canuck Otisa.
John Otisa.
Oh. Okay. Damon. Wasi. Canuck Otisa.
Damon Otisa.
Oh. Molly. Hesi. Canuck Otisa.
Scott Otisa.
Uh-huh. Okay, Hatika, because I didn't hear you.
Oh, Scott
Hatika?
Otisa.
Scott? Okay, because I didn't hear.
Scott Otisa.
Scott Otisa, huh? Okay, and Raquel, Hesi Kanak Otisa.
John Otisa.
Otisa. And Ryan, Wesi, Sarawesi, Kanak Otisa.
Away, hey.
Oh, okay, Erusa, Sarah.
No, Glencoe
Oh, guess what, huh?
Otisa. Glencoe Otisa.
Yeah, Glenn, cool, Tisa. Yeah, later on we can add that we're gonna add the gender marker, because Ryan just used it. We're used to using it. We have the, you take the name and when you're talking about the person, you have Glenn Ku for the, or Glenn, the KU to add on to the proper name if you're talking about the person. And then Chi, HCHI, to add to the feminine, the name like Kaname Chi. That would be Damon's mother's name. And we're talking about Carmen. Carmen is your mother. So we're talking about her as a third person. And later on, we'll be adding gender markers to names and etc. So Hache, perhaps now is a good time. Kanak Luchi Yorone Kichu. Ni wink wana. What do you want to say in Tunica? So we don't want to, let's see, I want you, and you can do this in English, tell us, Ryan, preferably in the chat box or on the whiteboard so we can record it here.
Yeah, I mean, I could save a copy of it and hold on to it so we know what they want to say.
Okay, good. Okay, what do you want to learn in Tunica? What do you want to say? Kanakaluchi yorone kichu ni wink wana. What do you want to say in Tunica?
Let's go with Raquel first.
Yeah, okay.
You're muted. There you go.
I was born in Chicago.
Okay. So you want to say I was born in Chicago?
Same here, but now I'm in Louisiana.
Yeah. And what I knew about Chicago when I was little, that was the Bozo show. And you would say cool in
Yep.
school. I knew that was so distinct to me. You know, I love the Bozo show, but I would learn, how people in Chicago speak. And it was and then I had some Vietnamese students that lived in Chicago. They would say cool in school, even in New Orleans. It stuck with them. It stuck with them, that sound. So we want to be able to say, I was born in Chicago.
Anything else?
Chicago Kichu Pirati, I guess. Chicago Kichu in Chicago Pirati.
Piera?
Pirati.
I don't have access to any of my stuff. My phone's still updating. Oh.
Okay. So Chicago, I guess I could,
My grandmother's name is Iris.
Okay. Ichache.
Auntie Iris.
Iris. Iris. Ichache. Ichache. Iris. Titisa. So I'm going to put those two. Let's see. I'm going to put them, and then we're going to have everybody else have a turn. Okay. Chicago Kichu Pirati. Chicago. And my
Well-
grandma would say Chicago like that. Chicago. Ryan. What, you about
Miss
to-
Donna, let's hold off on translating.
Okay.
Let's
Well,
get
my brain-
let's get what everybody wants to say, and then
Okay,
we
so
can send it
that's
to them in
fine.
personal messages.
Yes, true. Okay, sure. Okay.
So is that it, Raquel, or?
That was
Okay.
for Raquel. She had two.
Let's do Damon next.
Damon, yes.
I would like to say that I am from Texas.
Okay. Texas, Anani, that's an easy one because I was thinking about where you're from.
Anything else?
And hi, nice to meet you.
Okay.
I don't even think we have
Ini.
we'll figure that one out.
Yeah, neat. Kaha is meat. Nice. Kaha is meat. Lapu. Yeah, we can figure that one out. Nice to meet you. I'm gonna write it. You're saying maybe begin next week's class? We can
Yeah, at the
start out-
beginning. Yeah, we can just,
Okay, like I do in my class with y'all, we do something.
Yep.
Okay. Tirishi, next. Who's next?
yeah, okay. Let's go Lydia.
Molly or Lydia?
Come back to me. I still haven't figured it out.
I'm sure everybody's thinking about supper right now, what you eat.
I was like, maybe she wants to learn how to say psychology in Tunica because that would give us a new
Is
neologism.
there a word for it?
No, but we can make one. The study, study
Okay.
is Wodaru, mind, so to study the mind.
I am in
Brain,
school
follow,
for
follow.
psychology.
Okay.
Huh?
She's giving us some work.
Okay.
Did I spell
I'm
that
in
right?
school for psychology. I think so.
Okay.
I
I
believe
think
there's an H in there somewhere.
I'm a horrible
dysgraphic,
speller, so
I study psychology. I can spell psychology.
there we go.
Psychology. Okay,
My spelling's horrible, everybody, by the way,
That-
so.
Mine is too. I always forget the H. It doesn't make sense.
It's from the Greek. That's why. It's Greek.
All right. What about
Oh,
Molly?
okay.
You got anything?
Molly, this was.
I am learning Tunica.
Oh, that's an easy
Okay.
one, too.
Mishtiki, more? One more?
Anybody got anything they want to add to theirs, or?
Did you
Home?
want to do it, Molly? Or Lydia?
That's all for now for me.
Hotu? Hotuti? Okay, let's see. Okay,
I got one to add.
Oh.
I just put it in the chat.
okay, I see, I am 36, yeah, because I was thinking about that too. I'm the kind of teacher, like I want to teach you everything, you know? And I was thinking all the things that we do say and what, you know, the age, where we're from, because now it's, like I said, Marx Kichu, but Katotu, like everywhere, all over the place.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
So,
one thing I put was Tunica names, because one of our traditions with the classes is we always let the kids like pick a Tunica name. I think this is our first
Mhm.
adult class in a long time, so
yes,
I have
Nice.
to say from when I was still in the youth classes.
yeah, so maybe
Mhm.
Raquel, Damon, for the next class, you guys can think of something and maybe we can get you guys a Tunica name.
Mine is Ashta La Pooch.
Yeah, good green, good blue, good purple.
What could we follow as like a
like
guideline? Or like how can we decide
Oh,
our name?
See,
Do you have an
mine-
animal that you like, animal spirit or something?
animals. Elise Lopez, one of our cousins, Raquel. Hers is Little Feather. So just think of like, uh, God, there's like all the apprentices picked animals pretty much, except for Tiana. She picked Storm. Oh, and Sydney. Sydney's Sunchild.
Yeah, and then Tiana is Silent Storm. In other
Yeah,
words, she's
Silent
very
Storm.
inside,
Yeah,
her
go ahead,
personality.
Lydia. I'm sorry.
The way
Yes,
I
no.
did my name was I looked up the etymology of the name Lydia, and it means the seller of purple. I don't really
Oh,
remember what it is in Tunica, but I translated it into Tunica, and that was my name.
That's right. Now I remember. But I also thought about the Tunica-Vista. You're the
Mhm.
watermelon, the sweet melon, because your daddy called you Tunica-Vista.
Called
That's
out
not my
just like
name.
that, Lydia. But some other examples of Tunica names that we have on the reservation is Two Feathers or Two Hawks. Is it Two Hawks or Two
Yeah.
Feathers?
What's his name?
Rudy.
Rudy has,
Yeah.
yeah.
My Uncle George was Little Fisher, because he loved the fish.
Oh, yeah. He'd always be by that little
Even in his
man-made
wheelchair,
lagoon.
you'd catch him at that pond fishing, and Aunt Jeannie would have to go and yell at him. Um,
Always. He's always,
uh,
you know.
Alijos is not Uncle Alijos, but his son Alijos. His is Red Feather. So it's kind of like, I mean, really, I picked mine. Mine is Storm Raven, Ashkuni Elet A, off of like, whenever I dream, I see a lot of ravens. So that's what I picked mine off of.
And mine is Dear Woman, because based on a story that my grandmother told me, Yanuchi, Dear Woman. And sometimes even in the summer, you'd see deer at the tree line way back in the reservation with the doe, with the,
Yep.
but I have stories. I'm not going to go all into that right now, but
Mhm.
I definitely have a reason for picking,
Yeah.
choosing that name. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, and for my family, the Lopez family, we claim the wolf as our clan animal. But it's like my grandpa
Oh,
and my Uncle Jim told me, or Uncle James, we don't want to have the wolf in our name because it's considered like sacrilegious or something. I can't remember. Like my grandpa was the one that had all the stories and everything. So Grandpa Eloy.
yes.
Because
So, gosh, what time is it now?
5:55. So does anybody have
Okay.
any questions, comments,
And
concerns?
I want to make sure that you got that email from me.
Oh yeah, Ms. Donna sent out an email for chapter 1. If you haven't received it, please let her know so she can send you another one.
Yeah, I can give you I'll give you, because John said he wouldn't mind too if you have my cell phone as well. I know that, we don't have anyone that's childish, would do pranks or anything.
Did you send out the email where they can contact us?
I didn't, I was going to tell them and put it in the
Okay.
chat here, like as a, at the end of class. That's what they, like when we go to conferences and they do that. So deparit@tunica.org. Oh, you want me to write it in, or are you going to write it? You gonna write it, Ryan? You want me to write mine in?
No, I got it. Yeah, I'm writing them in on the board right
Okay.
now. So,
Or
but
Lopez@tunica.org.
yes.
And I'm
So,
also on Messenger. So if you're on Messenger, but of course there could be many Raquel Craigs. There could be many, all over. I think I experienced that.
well,
Some of you Messenger, huh?
quick side note, I found out we actually have some Craig family in southern Louisiana that aren't related to the tribe.
Mhm.
I found out that there was actual Craig Indians.
Hmm.
When I was living near Cahokia, Illinois, there's the Cahokia
Oh.
Mounds,
Yes.
and
Oh, wow, you
I was washing artifacts from the Craig Indians. It was, and there was a family sitting across from me that was Craig also, not related.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
And
there's
when you say
been,
Cahokia,
yeah,
I just got chills because Cahokia, yes.
there's
The
me and
Gale.
Miss Donna's emails if you need to get in touch with us. You can find us on Facebook, but I can tell you right now, I'm impossible to get in touch with sometimes after 5 o'clock because I just disconnect from the world, except for
Oh,
class. So
Yeah, and we want them, their name or adopt a Tunica word. If you have a favorite word.
Oh yeah, we forgot that.
Word. You go to Tunica, we're gonna type that in. You can type that on the whiteboard, Ryan, if you like, tunica.webonary.org. Some of you I was able to send that. I sent it in the email, but I also sent to some of you in chat.
And if you are an Android user, we do have a
Or
Tunica.
messenger, I mean,
Yeah, we do have a
Yeah.
Tunica dictionary app. There, I believe Patricia's still working on the iPhone version. I think they're still trying to get some bugs worked out of it, but we do have it. It is pretty much you go on Play Store and it's the Tunica dictionary and you can download it to your Android phone. So,
Okay. And also, if you'd like to, you can visit LCRP YouTube, practice language and songs. We have information there. So LCRP YouTube, that's what you put in YouTube. LCRP and then YouTube. We have some learning songs in there, some traditional songs, some things that we, as LCRP did, recordings
yeah.
for certain
Oh, and
events.
let's not forget our Facebook page, which I'm sure
Yes.
maybe you already know about, but
Biloxi, language and culture vitalization. Oh, language. Look, language, reverse. Yeah, GU, yeah, that's okay. Okay. Language and culture. Oh, language and culture revitalization, vital. I don't want to, vitalization. Language and culture.
I always misspell that no matter what. I always
That's
misspell
okay.
it.
I mean, as a teacher, like I said, you're writing on the board, like it could be the chalkboard. Sometimes language and culture. I wanted to put culture there, revitalization. Language and culture revitalization.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
That's okay.
Hold on.
It's a long title. It's LCRP or TBLCRP.
I think there's a way I could edit. I don't like you can't edit the text already.
Yeah, I was trying to, it's language and culture revitalization program. So, Wilipini, anybody have any other questions, comments? Lapun, home, good? Lapun, home?
All right,
Good.
let me go ahead and print screen that. So that way I got it saved. And all right. So we got it?
Oh, yes, Damon, I did send you I did send the textbook to your mother's mother's email that she gave us. So I sent that.
All right.
And yes, I did send the email with the, and I BCC'd everyone. So I'm hoping that everyone did receive.
All right.
I sent nine, there were 9 people.
Yep.
And
Well,
then Molly, I'll have to send Molly's to her.
we're at 6:01 right now. So if
Yeah.
anybody has anything you think we could have done better or something, let us know. Shoot us an email. You got any questions? Again, shoot us an email. We look forward and hopefully we'll see you next week. If you can't make next week's meeting or class, just let us know. As you can see, we're recording it. We'll be more than happy to send you the recording. Or you can, I think Elizabeth's going to be putting it, on the website. So.
Website, yes. So we don't say goodbye, we say hita, H-I-T-A, hita, which means take care, hita. And we say apoitin, hita, apoitin. You see you again. Ryan's typing. Are you typing underneath the chat box here?
No,
Hita.
I have a certain way to get it.
Right, there you go. Yeah, you did it. Yes. Hita, take care. And apoitin. And Thursday would be rapumunk. I'll see you later. Or rapumunk means Thursday. 4 sleeps after the big day. Rapumunk. So other tribes too, they measure the days, sleeps after the big day. They call them sleeps. Rapumunk.
Yep.
Meaning Thursday.
And we'll go more in depth about the dates and everything in another chapter.
Everything.
So
We have a
we'll
lot
take
of things
baby
to share
steps
with
with
you.
y'all.
I'm happy, I'm grateful that all of you who came. Napuya akubitiki. We welcome you to Luchironi Borokite. Let's learn Tunica. So, Latilapu, good evening. Lawulapu, good
Lati
night.
Lapu. Good night.
Latilapu,
Latilapu.
Latilapu, Hita, Hita.
Latilapu.
Latilapu.
Atilapu.
Thank you. Latilapu,
Atilapu.
Latilapu.